Poor animal husbandry has taken its toll on dairy cattle farmers, leading to death of animals due to poor hygiene and exposure to weather extremes. The common victims are the calves, which are supposed to ensure continuity and expansion of the herd. Small-scale and medium-sized livestock farmers struggle to take care of their calves with no reference to good practices.
Currently, most of our dairy farmers have 3 different forms of accommodation for the calves. Most farmers only provide housing to this calf for the first 3 weeks, after which it is set into the paddocks, either separately or together with other animals. Then 2, some farmers develop temporary structures for these calves, separate from the rest of the herd. Some farmers construct real permanent structures for the calves to accommodate the calves, which are called calf barns.
Canaan Dairy Farm is one of those facing a calf housing dilemma. 17 calves of all ages are crowded together for the night. The littered floor, which is hard to clean, draws flies to few-day-old calves, irritating them in the depressingly humid conditions.
Munu tuteekamu ennyana 17 ndi 16 ento n'enkulu ate ekirugamu ento enkulu nisamba obuto obundi ni bufwa.
Now if they are keeping 17 calves in this calf house, then that means each calf is given a space allowance of 0.9 square meters. But the ideal condition should be each calf should be given a floor space of 2.2 square meters. In such a condition, the calves are heavily congested, and since they are mixing ages, then it means the older ones will be molesting the young ones that are less agile, and as a result there are incidences of young ones dying more often than the old ones because of the congestion. More so, the young ones are just new in the environment, so they need more protection. They should actually best be housed individually.
We've been seeing this kind of design, but we strongly feel that perhaps it's not the most adequate. And why? It is because, first of all, it is almost resting on the ground level. And as the calves defecate and urinate, they basically sleep within the urine and within their own feces. And then too, you find that it doesn't make a provision to separate calves of different ages. So newly born, 2 months, 6 months, they all reside in the same house. So that means that those which are weak are frequently trampled on. But beyond that also we find that because they are defecating in the same place, urinating in the same place, there is a high population of whiteflies and other insects which tend to in a way disturb the animals from smooth resting. So in the process it is affecting their growth rate because they are spending a lot of energy on trying to scare away these insects. So we feel if there can be better design which can provide for separation of different calves for at different ages, which can also provide for resting while feeding others and when it is necessary for those which are at the stage of feeding, and which can also provide for ease of cleaning the facility.
At Gayaza High School Farm, they are still using an old design calf pen where all calves are in one room segmented into cubicles. The farm manager, Brian Chibiliga, wishes for a better improved calf pen design.
You find that at times you have 2 calves sharing a pen, and also the kind of design that we have in here is is outdated. We don't have where we put buckets for water. We don't have things that where we put silage for feeding, to introduce this calf to concentrate and things. So it is challenging. So at times actually you find yourself giving the calf milk in a wrong way, because there's some kind of standing that the calf should be at when it is feeding, and you find the herdsman putting the bucket down and it is wrong. So this calf pen needs kind of renovation, if that's it, or construction of a new one that suits the modern ways of animal production and management.
Just like an expectant mother has to repair the bedding, because that tender calf, it needs tender care, where you could look at where you can have a maximum comfort, easiness of work, cleaning. It needs to be in a tidy environment where it can be housed. But one thing, if you've not prepared well, you find that you lose out. You can lose due to minor things which will be avoidable had you prepared.
Henry Saitu Golobi, the proprietor, Site Farm Namulonge, emphasizes proper preparation for the calves to avoid high cases of death.
The aeration has to be well ventilated. You look at the component. Does it give comfort to the newly born calf? It has to be where you can reach it quickly when you want to use it. Another thing which also I see, the easiness to the workers. Is it easily accessible, easily cleaned, and also giving, like there are some calves where you put, when you go there, the calf is too thirsty, and it ends up pouring the milk. The biosecurity is also that at least you could house your calf where even other like strangers don't easily reach that place.
In the first case, where a calf is only housed for 3 weeks and then let loose into the opening, the calf is exposed to all the problems and the stresses due to weather changes. During the day, it's very hot, and these calves are exposed to excessive dehydration. Yet, it's not a common practice to all regularly give these calves water. So, they are exposed to excessive dehydration, which affects their growth rate and even makes them highly susceptible to diseases. At night, there are certain very cold hours of the night. These calves are not protected at all. This one creates another form of stress that exposes them to more diseases. That's why the most common diseases that kill our calves under that setup is pneumonia, calf scores, and tick-borne diseases.
In 2015 we lost calves, but it was because of worm infestation and things. But in 2016, because of the learning that happens along the way, we managed to lose no calves, and it is an important objective, because when you have all your calves progressing to being heifers, then your incomes are improving, your inventory is improving.
Mrs. Jane Sekonde is aware that her current calf shelter is inappropriate and describes her ideal calf pen.
Nalabako kayumba nga kaliko woteeka ka bucket k'emmere ne ka bucket k'amazzi ne ka bucket k'omunnyo. Akayumba ngaako omugaso gwenkalabamu nti kikwanguyira okulaba nti emmere mweri, amazzi weegali, omunnyo weeguli. Niwe kataba akayumba kakulaga kintu mangu, oyinza okujja n'opapa n'otakalaba nako biki bye bakawadde.
Take
It's due to this outcry that the National Livestock Resources Research Institute, NaLIRRI, developed a calf pen prototype to improve calf health and management.
This narrow calf pen prototype is unique. It has an iron sheet roof that is insulated with a papyrus mat. This reduces heat stress, especially during the hottest hours of the day. It is portable. You can dismantle it and assemble it at ease. So it enables the farmer always to select a suitable place free of any pollution for his calves. Once the calves have grown, they've been weaned off and they no longer need to stay in the calf pen. This calf pen can be dismantled and put in a store, only to be assembled again when a new calf is born. This one protects the structure from bad weather and even, especially at the time when it is not in use. This calf pen is designed in such a way that it provides optimum space, both within the shed, the calf shed, and even within the exercise area. Therefore, it controls excess utilization of nutrients that the calf consumes towards exercise, while it also reduces the congestion that we've seen in most of the semi-permanent calf houses, where you find in just one calf house of about 25 square meters, about 20 to 25 calves are kept. Now, the optimum space requirement for a calf, the floor space requirement for a calf in a calf house is supposed to be 2.8 square meters. But if you have 20 calves in a floor space of 25 square meters, congestion results into poor ventilation, poor air circulation, and respiratory problems. These are the main causes of calf pneumonia. Within the calf pen, we have the nurse bucket, which eases the feeding of the calf. In addition to that, we are intending to include a weighing scale, a digital weighing scale, which will help in the monitoring of the growth rate of the calf. Essentially, a calf is supposed to be weaned off based on weight. Once a calf reaches 90 to 110 kilograms, it's supposed to be weaned off.
Over 30 livestock farmers have received this calf pen for free, upon which an assessment was done.
Calf pen eno nnungi nnyo, eyamba ennyana ezannya bulungi, eyamba mu mulimu n'egugonza, ate n'ekirala nti ennyana okwegamba tefuna bigitawaanyizibwa nnyo nga teyeetaba na mbwa, teyeetaba na bisolo birala ekireeta obulamu eri ennyana obutafuna nkwa. Ekirala nti ennyana ebeera awantu awalungi kubanga eriko ka shade kagiyamba, kigiyambira ddala. Ate n'ekirala tukirabye nti calf pen eno oba enkola yaayo eyamba ennyana okukula obulungi n'okuvaayo ng'esobola okuweereza okulaba nga otwala obulimi bw'ogenda mu maaso.
Ennyana efuna time okwekisesayizinga nga tetya nti bajja gikola ki gikoona. Ekyokubiri, ennyana ogiraba bw'ekoowa etuula bulungi nga teriimu kutya, neewummula naye erya bulungi ate neekula amangu. Previously ennyana zaffe twazitundiranga ku myezi 6 kubanga emyezi 4 yalinga olaba tenavaamu bulungi. Eno yennyana gye tusoose okutundira ku myezi 4. Kitegeeza ki? Amata gonna gagenda kutundibwa.
Ebyo bali basukka ne bajja ebiri mu maaso biri oyo bali bepite no bayiteno
now wait excuse me, these markings are supposed to face out, which means no, up, which means the marking is like this. This is for the roof and it is the front one. It goes like this. So you join the two. Turn. Open this way. Open here. Open there. You bring the other nuts to hold them. So from the sides, it's very easy.
As NaLIRRI and National Livestock Resources Research Institute, this technology of the calf pen is aimed at helping the farmers increase their incomes without the need for increasing the number of animals they are keeping, because it is just going to help them save the excess money they've been spending in terms of excessive milk fed to the calves due to delayed weaning of the calves.